This is Jeff Crosby with the Central District Fishing Report. Lake temperatures across the region are running in the mid to upper 40s. Fishing across the district has become fairly slow due to the recent cold weather. However, there's still opportunities to get out and catch a few fish this time of year. Fishermen are still catching a few crappie across the area. Lakes like Taylorsville, Gist Creek, Bolts, and Beaver Lake are good options for catching a few crappie this time of year. Many of the crappie have moved offshore and have schooled, but many of these fish can be found in about 10 to 20 feet of water. You can also try deeper structure for catching a few crappie this time using minnows and crappie jigs. Bass can be caught at many area lakes like Gist Creek, Taylorsville, Elmer Davis, and Bullock Pin Lakes. Try casting crankbaits this time of year. Also, there may be days to slow down and cast a jig or Ned rig soft plastics around shoreline cover. And finally, trout are being stocked in some area streams such as Floyd's Fork, Gunpowder, and Big Bone Creeks. This is a good opportunity to catch a few trout this time of year. And finally, don't forget that many of our Fens lakes have been stocked with trout and catfish. So these are great opportunities to get out and catch a few fish. Check out the department's website at fw.ky.gov for a complete list of Fens lakes in your area. So grab a pole, enjoy some winter fishing, and I hope to see you on the water.
This is Adam Martin with your Western District Fishing Report. Here at Kentucky and Barkley Lakes, the lake levels are still hovering near winter pool and the water temps are around 52 degrees. The fishing activity has been pretty low lately, with most anglers spending more time in the woods chasing deer or ducks than fishing, but there are still plenty of fish to be caught. The crappie have largely backed out to some deeper depths around 10 to 20 feet right now, and are still holding tight to cover. Bass are scattered and can be found everywhere from 2 feet to 30 feet. For trophy catfish anglers, now is the great time of year to target big fish. The big fish sit in more predictable places, and female fish start producing eggs in the fall, so they are often at their heaviest in the winter. Those big catfish can be targeted in the main channel with a variety of baits fished on the bottom. And if you're trying to break the state record, I would highly recommend fishing the Mississippi River or on Lake Barkley, particularly the areas on the southern end near Linton. Now, speaking of state records, there's a great opportunity for any angler trying to make it into the record books in Kentucky. While reviewing the records, we noticed that there is a species of fish which has no state record, despite being occasionally caught here. This species is native to Kentucky, but they don't spawn here. Instead, they spawn in the ocean, in a very specific region known as the Sargasso Sea. From there, the young fish migrate to freshwater rivers, where they live their adult lives before returning to the sea to spawn. If you've ever had sushi, it's fairly likely that you've already eaten some of these fish, as the young juveniles are commonly exported to other countries and raised in aquaculture. I am, of course, talking about the American eel. They are most commonly caught by catfish anglers, and we most often see them on rocky or riprap banks. While they do reach sizes of over 10 pounds, because there is no current state record, any size will get you in the record books. To be eligible for a state record, the eel must be caught in Kentucky waters, on a rod and reel, and hooked in the mouth rather than snagged. The fish must be weighed on a scale certified for trade in front of 3 witnesses, who then need to sign a form along with one of our biologists. Now, you can find certified scales at grocery stores and fish markets, among other places, although I imagine that explaining why you need to weigh an eel that you brought in with you is probably an interesting conversation. Alternatively, you can give your local district biologist a call, as each office now has a certified scale. There's also a form on our website with all of the details, so give us a call if you catch an eel of any size. Now, no fishing report of mine would be complete without this. If you're out on the water, always remember to wear your life jackets and kill switches. Good luck.